What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Footy Fetish podcast. We are at episode 23 now. Yes, I think this is the first time we've ever got it correct. I think we're 99% sure there's still a little bit of doubt because it's us. But obviously with my man Mark, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks, man. Ollie, how you doing?
Very well, my friend. How are you?
Yeah, good. And obviously, what is this now? 5?
5.
I believe so.
5? 5? Mate, you're basically a new host. No, I'm only joking. Sorry, Harry. You will be back.
Interim.
Dan Bardell. He is here for...
He's got big shoes to
Man
fill.
United. He does. People have been loving you. But yeah, today is just our final, basically, season 1, the final episode of season 1. Yeah. We're doing the seasons by seasons. But yeah, we're just going to wrap up the Premier League. What happened with the last week? I know we're a little bit late, but we're just going to wrap it up and see and tell you guys what happened, look at the table, and then we're going to do our Premier League team of the season, which should be quite interesting. We haven't talked about this at all yet, who we want in. So this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, there've been no. Shouts. Usually we talk.
Sure, they will. I'm looking at Mark for a random shout of a player, and
Shaqiri.
Castagna playing at all 11 places.
Oh yeah, no Man City players because they came 7th. Oh, well, sorry, no, they didn't come 7th.
They did all right.
Yeah, but yeah, right. So we'll go through the news. Obviously, Man City, congratulations, won the Premier League. But we've known this for a little while. Commiserations to Sheffield United, West Brom, and Fulham for getting relegated, especially to Sheffield United because of last season.
Yeah, they had an absolute blinder season last season.
They did.
Yeah.
Second season syndrome.
That's it. But Fulham and West Brom just weren't quite good enough, really. I mean, 28 points. Surviving with 20, being able to survive the season on 29 points. That must be the lowest for quite some time, right?
Oh, I think it might have been Derby. Do you remember that year, Derby?
No, but I mean, being able to survive with 29 points. They say you've got to hit like 40 usually, haven't you, to be guaranteed safety. But being guaranteed safety, 29 points this season, that's not good.
No.
But yeah, making up the rest of the top 4 then. Man United 2nd, Liverpool 3rd, Mark.
I know.
Yeah, lads.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's how the rest of us feel as well. Just a bit.
Yeah.
It's like about.
A little bit sick.
It's so funny. But yeah, how you feel, Mark? Obviously you had a great run in.
Oh, it's just...
You're welcome. That 2-0 win.
Yeah, it's just a bit mad, isn't it? Like, I've just moved Bardell. Shit, sorry, Bardell. Yeah, no, it is a bit mad. There was one point where it was on a thread. It was, I might just give up and be like, not this season. We'll get the next one. Thanks, come again. And then out of nowhere, we got 3rd. I just don't know how that happened. I looked at the table. We were 7th, and then we played one game. We come 3rd. Obviously, there was a couple games in it, but no, I think we were in impressive form though. Like 5 back-to-back wins. We were doing great, and obviously now that Alisson goal is just even more, just so important. Like just one for a goalie to score, 2 for in the position we were in for him to come through. I think we would have been maybe 4th, potentially, because I think both Chelsea and Leicester lost, which I think would have just given us 4th, potentially on goal difference. But 3rd, nice, solid. I'll take it, and I'm just so happy now.
I think you would have been 4th by goal difference looking at the table.
But then that would have been a bit close. You know what I mean? It would have been a bit
Yeah. Is it a bit mad that you had to rely on Alisson to basically get to salvage something from your season?
Yeah, you don't want to be in that position, obviously. You don't really want your goalies to be scoring goals. It's not what they do. They do the exact opposite or other than scoring, they stop people scoring goals. So you don't really ever want to be in that position. But push come to shove, Alisson bangs in. What blinder header as well. I haven't seen a header that good in a while.
Great header.
Yeah, but
Better than Virgil.
but it was the best header I've seen like that season. Can't lie. But no, it was a complete highlight,
yeah.
and it got us third, and we're now obviously got our Champions League spot, so it's worth a lot of money. That spot.
You could keep the hope alive. Yeah, you keep the hope alive of signing Mbappe, which will never happen. But Mark, Ardell, second place, man. Happy, obviously, but
Yeah, man. I mean, I would have taken that at the beginning of the season, to be fair. I think the only disappointment is that the sort of title challenge kind of dwindled very early. But yeah, no, I'll take it. Second is sort of above expectations. I was sort of hoping for, third minimum, but like a more assured third than sort of last season. And we've pretty much been second for most of the season, so it was good, and I think that is progress and it is positivity. You could have been in Chelsea's position, or who did sack their manager, but even then they, okay, I know they've won the Champions League now, very good, congratulations. But before, even though they sacked their manager, there was no guarantee that they were going to get top four, and they kind of ballsed it up in the last two games. So they were lucky to even get Champions League football that way. Yeah, got to take it. Got to take the positives. So I think it was a good season. There was some signs of improvement, and considering we didn't really strengthen the squad in terms of first team players, take it. I think it's pretty good.
what about the Europa League final? Because we might as well just talk about that real quick.
We have to. Just weren't good enough. I'm not surprised, to be honest. Purely on the basis that we just struggle to break teams down when they sit, and let's not kid ourselves like that. Real are a bad team. They were a bad team that won it as well. They were Burnley. They Burnleyed it. Fair play. Can play football that way. I'm not going to say they shouldn't have because they won. I'd do the same thing. It was just hard to break him down, and I think we played too many players. I think Rashford was injured and he was pretty poor. Fernandes didn't turn up, but even then they just didn't switch it. Pogba just was non-existent for a guy who's supposed to be able to play in these big games. I think we just struggled. I thought Greenwood should have stayed on, but it was unlucky on the penalties. They were amazing penalties, and it shouldn't come down to the goalkeeper to score the penalty. And I know there's been a lot of hoo-ha over like Hayer hasn't saved the penalty in X amount of games. It doesn't matter. Shouldn't have come down to penalties. And I would have had De Gea in goal anyway for that, because he's been the Europa keeper. Why would you? I don't think you should change it.
Well, they could have done a similar sort of thing to what happened with Tim Krul a couple of years ago. He got subbed on, I think, during the very end of extra time, and he won them the game through penalties.
Realistically, though, who does that?
Well, Dean Henderson's had a pretty good record at penalty saving.
Yeah, but also he's not been Man United goalkeeper for long, and he's not saved, or been in the sticks for Man United that many games. So I know he has saved penalties before, but in De Gea's experience, he should be entitled to go in goal. And I don't think it comes down to just swapping them out. I don't think it's as simple as that, to be fair. He has got the capability of doing it. He just didn't do it on the day. It just shouldn't have been penalties at the end of it.
Yeah.
I think it was a very entertaining end of the game, though. It was probably one of the best penalty shootouts, as in sort of the quality of some of those penalties were unbelievable. Some of them obviously did scrape through, but they were, for the most part, they were top quality, and a lot of them were never ever going to be saved. It was probably one of the best final or endings to a final that's happened in a long time, really. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch much of the game. I was sort of flicking through different channels and kept watching little bits of it, but I did watch all of the penalties, and very, very entertaining, in all honesty. I think the set piece they had for their first goal as well was was a good set piece, really well worked. It's clearly something they've been working on the training ground as well, and they did some analysis of it at half time, and you can see that everyone knew exactly where they were supposed to be, where they were supposed to be going, and they executed it perfectly. So yeah, fair play to Villarreal, I say.
Simon's in the chat.
Oh,
Hello,
no, they
Simon.
were shit, man. They were shit.
Got Shed Gaming in the chat.
They might be a Europa League winner, but they were honestly terrible. I watched the full 90 minutes, and both teams were just honestly dog shit. It was such a bad final. It actually made me sad. I turned it off. I was like, I'm not watching another half hour and potentially penalties in this. Even if it's good, I'm not watching it just because the 90 minutes was so bad. But yeah, I mean, you finished second in the end. Obviously, that's decent. Champions League next year. Give it another go. You're going to get Sancho in. You're probably maybe looking at maybe Rice as well, depending on now if he goes Chelsea or not. But yeah, I mean, Leicester bottling it once again, Europa. But they won the FA Cup. So did they have a better season than Man United?
No, they didn't.
Well, it came fifth and won a cup. You came second and won
Got
nothing.
some silverware.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think if they'd got Champions League football, then yeah, absolutely. It's just the way they bottled it.
Definitely.
And they bottled it 2 years in a row. Yeah, just terrible. And it was in their own hands. Like literally, if it wasn't for that Schmeichel own goal, then there, man, they would have done it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They did fuck it up massively. But yeah, they won the FA Cup, so fair play to Leicester. It's just, they still won a cup, but they need to sort out. Rodgers needs to sort out the league situation. Really.
We've got
you can't be dropping out like that.
We've got a Leicester fan in the chat as well. I think Shed Gaming's here, who we know is a Leicester fan. So he'd be happy to know, obviously, that Leicester got that as well.
Yeah, but Leicester, won the FA Cup. That's good. That's good for them. Obviously, we'll just go straight to Arsenal. Ollie, 8th. Decent ending to a shit
I was going to
season.
say, we didn't do badly in all things considering. I thought it was going to be a hell of a lot worse than that. But yeah, I knew from the offset that we weren't going to have an amazing season, really. After a couple of games, it was pretty obvious. Yeah, I say as long as we finished in the top 10, I'll be happy. We did finish 8th, only 1 point off Tottenham, who finished just above us. 62 points, we were on 61. But we had a fairly strong finish to the season, really. I think we won our last 5 games. So I think us and Liverpool were the only 2 teams to win all of our last 5 games. So yeah, we got some points where it mattered, but obviously not enough to sort of keep us in the top 4 race or any European football race, really. But it's just one of them things, really. Like I said in previous episodes, I think for us it's just going to be a focus on the Premier League type of year, just rebuild the squad. We don't have to worry about obviously European football and all that sort of stuff. So it's just heads down, really. Focus on this rebuild, get rid of some deadwood, bring some more players in, and fingers crossed we'll have a better season next time.
Sterling.
Yeah, potentially Sterling. The Coutinho rumours are back as well. They cycle around every year, but yeah, Sterling's another big name that's been floating around recently.
Sterling would be a terrible signing.
Sorry?
I think Sterling would be a terrible signing.
I'm not too confident. I don't think he's a player we really need. We need to prioritise other positions before sort of wing positions, really.
Get that backline sorted out.
That's the thing. Well, I didn't think we needed to sort our backline, but because our backline it's not been our worst point this season. I'd say our midfield's probably been our weakest point. But now with obviously David Luiz going, a couple of other players that are now leaving as well. I think obviously David Luiz did play a fair few games. He wasn't amazing throughout a lot of them, but I think he brought that experience that a lot of our players, a lot of our younger players did need. And yeah, we're just going to have to bring in another defender now, fill that position. But yeah, like I say, I think there's a couple of positions we now need to fill. Centre back, right back, creative mid, and then another striker, I think. Those are the 4 main positions I think we need. But in terms of the end of the season, great end to the season, but all around as a general consensus, yeah, there's a general consensus over the whole season. Bit of a season to forget, really.
No, that's fair enough. But yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, like you said, it didn't end too badly. Obviously, it would have been nice to get in that Europa League final, regardless of the result. It would have been nice to be in the final. But yeah, I mean, you definitely had a better season than Everton, and you're definitely having a better current off season than Everton. They've just lost their manager. Carlo Ancelotti has gone to Real Madrid. What a piss taker!
Wow.
Oh my god, he's absolutely taking the piss, man. It's hilarious. But I mean, it's inadvertently coming to shoot Palace in the foot now because we're definitely not getting Nuno. He's gonna go to Everton.
Well, you never know. Like I said
so,
earlier
yeah,
in the group chat, Gerrard's been linked with that Everton job.
That'd be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. I'd love it. It's
I
actually a really
don't-
good job for him.
I just don't think he would take it.
They're the type of team that he should
What he was
manage
saying.
because they're at a level where he's not going to get completely thrown under the bus if they don't
He's
do
not
well.
gonna
Because,
do a Frank Lampard.
yeah, it's not going to be a case of him being shipped out pretty quickly because they're expecting him to win every game and challenge for the title. But obviously, with the whole history of Liverpool, I don't think that there's actually realistically any chance that he would ever go to Everton. Strange things have happened, but who knows?
I reckon there is, mate. I reckon there is because he's no longer Liverpool's best captain ever of all time. It's Jordan Henderson, and he's almost like a bigger Rangers legend now. Rangers love him. He could do it. He could just fuck it, go Everton. I think.
Yeah, no, but I think that more for his personal pride and personal opinion, I don't think he would go for the Everton job. But I'm happy to be proved wrong. I would love to see it because I think that's as I say, the type of club that he needs to be managing just to get that experience. Obviously, it's all well and good managing in the sort of SPL, but obviously it's a bit like the Farmers League. Really, it's nothing compared to the Prem. They're not going to be. If Rangers and Celtic came to the Premier League, it wouldn't be like they would be challenging for the title every year. They'd be probably like a yo-yo club. Yeah, yo-yo club going between Championship and Premier League probably. But I don't know. As I say, I'm more than happy to see Gerrard do it. That'd be hilarious. I think it would piss off a load of Liverpool fans as well.
Would be jokes. Would be jokes.
It would wind me up, to be fair. Because then it'd be like, I'll
Yeah.
watch a Liverpool game, and then you'd be like, oh, there's Gerrard, but for Everton. But
Everton legend Steven Gerrard.
Well, I mean, didn't he? And he actually won something.
what was that?
That's true.
And
Went
did
to
it?
United.
And he went to United, and he actually won a Premier League title. So, yeah, be good for him.
Yeah, it would be. Or maybe you should go and manage United. Oh, sack Ollie and get Gerrard. Oh.
I would, mate. Ollie's a better manager anyway.
Oh, he's Bars is entertaining it. Like,
Ollie's way
that would
better.
honestly be one of the best things. I don't know. I mean, he did. I don't know.
He's had more
I
experience.
think
The jury's out for me against. I still don't.
I think Nuno's definitely bound for Everton. I can't see Gerrard taking it realistically. If he was to take something, I could see it being like a Gerrard or Lampard for Palace sort of situation.
I don't know, man. I'm just expecting fucking Allardyce.
Classic.
Allardyce being the manager.
Hopefully.
Nah,
not.
Lampard's got to do something.
Yeah.
Or on Eddie Howe. What would you take Eddie Howe over like Lampard, or would you rather Lampard?
I actually would rather have Lampard.
I think Eddie Howe's got a bit of a bad rap, and I don't know why, because he does play good football.
Not amazing. He's not amazing to the players. I think there's quite a rift between him and the Bournemouth players. I think that's why he lost the job. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really. Well, I mean, we finished 14th this season. We might as well get on to Palace real quick. We finished 14th this season. I don't know what's going to happen. We've got no manager. Somehow we let Roy. We knew Roy was leaving at the beginning of the season, and we didn't manage to get a fucking manager like target before he left. That's just incompetence from Steve Parish. I love Steve Parish, but that's just ridiculous. We've got 12 players going out of contract. I'm assuming that contract work is being done with a few of those players. We still have a considerable amount of players going out of contract, and to let that happen without sorting it out beforehand is a bit of a piss take.
It's a bit of a worry.
But we've got we've got an Amazon documentary coming out in 2 days' time. So,
So it'll be fine.
Everything on that.
crazy.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, some billionaire madman's gonna see it and be like, you know what? Let's buy Crystal Palace and let's build a Crystal Palace in which they can play
Be
in.
Bezos, wouldn't it?
And we'll do that, and then we'll be the coolest team in the world. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really give a shit. I mean, we finished up Brighton again, and they're playing the best football they've ever played, and we're playing the worst, and we score more goals than them this season. So you know, Brighton, you will always be worse than us, no matter what happens. But yeah, that's about it really with the Premier League. I mean,
I've got a quick question for you guys though. What would you say has been the biggest surprise of the year in terms of sort of where people have ended up? And
West Ham.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's got to be West Ham.
I think West
I
it was
thought West
between
Ham
West Ham and Liverpool.
relegation potential.
No, I thought it was between West Ham and Liverpool, but yeah, Liverpool still ends up
Or
third,
Sheffield
so they didn't
United.
do too bad.
I don't know, because they
I
overachieved
guess
last
they-
season. They probably did
No
what they should
one
have
was
done.
saying Sheffield United was. No one was saying Sheffield United was finishing bottom this season.
Yeah, but no one was
no
saying
one.
that West Ham were going to be in the top four for so long and actually nearly get Champions
Yeah, of
League.
course. Of course, I'm not arguing that it's bigger. I'm just saying that they are one of the ones that we need to
Oh,
shout
yeah,
out
yeah.
because that's a crazy one. That Sheffield United
Yeah.
got relegated. That's a
Yeah.
crazy one.
I think it's probably
Um,
for most people it's going to
Brighton
be
still
West
being
Ham.
so shit with a good manager. That's a good one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
still say
Chelsea
probably
winning
West
the fucking Champions League is the biggest one in just world football right now.
Well, I did say they were going to.
But
I
fair
did say
play,
they were going
Chelsea.
to win. I did make that prediction.
Ham. I think
Me
everyone
too,
did
and I
apart
also
from
bet
me.
money on it.
I
Oh,
think
your
I was
boy
the
won
only
some
one that
cash
went-
on that game.
Nice.
I think I was the only one that went for City, and obviously it backfired. So you guys are welcome. Clearly my jinx that made it happen. But yeah.
Oh, but, hold on. I'm just seeing. Sorry, guys. I'm just having a look at BBC Sport. David Moyes being eyed up for an Everton return.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know why he
Apparently,
wants
him and West Ham are quite far in contract talks. So, so how easy that would be, I don't know. But I think he's only got. I think he might only have 12 more months left, so it could be easy to get him out. And I think he probably would go back to Everton, especially if they've got the cash. It's just whether, after having James Rodriguez and attracting those names, whether Moyes would be able to have the pulling power. If he does go, though, then that does mean that we can sell Lingard for probably about 35-40 million to Everton. So, make it happen.
Make it happen. Make it happen. I just see it also. Phil Foden's been nominated for the Men's Player of the Year and the Young Player of the Year award.
Ridiculous.
That's
He's been
mad.
nominated.
Sorry,
for
that's
both.
ridiculous.
Saka was nominated for Young Player of the
I
Year.
love that.
I'm sorry, but he
Yeah, that's
wasn't.
awesome.
What did he play? 20 games?
Oh yeah, but he is like he is one of
Yeah,
the best.
but he
players
ain't
in the
player of the season. That's ridiculous.
No, he's not. He's definitely not. So, should we get on to our talking of player of the season? That's a nice little segue. Let's get on to our team of the season, boys,
So I did a thing.
because that is what we are here for. What?
Oh. Ah, shit.
Way! And he's messed it up. Nearly, people. One day we will have a
So close.
podcast.
Eventually. Maybe one.
Yay.
Hey, there we go. So formation, guys. Let's talk about this first. What would you guys like to do? I think 4-3-3 is probably the best way to go about it. But what would you guys think?
I would probably say 4-3-3.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Mark, you cool with 4-3-3?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
Pretty
Right, so-
popular opinion.
Might as well... Yeah, cool.
Oh.
Right, should we start with the keeper?
Yes.
Wow.
Who do we... Okay, so there's a list of names here. Obviously,
Oh, so are we only given a certain few to pick from, or have we not picked from every single
Oh, I
one?
thought these look like the nominated ones.
Oh, I'm sorry, that is a load of... Why is Kepa on there, but
Right. That's why
Mendy
we
isn't?
have a backup.
is this an old one, mate? Let's do this one. Let's do this one. It goes to 4-3. Oh, we're on 4-3-3. Perfect. All right, keeper.
Martinez.
Okay, to be fair, this is it's got to be Martinez, I think, right? I
He's had
mean,
a
Schmeichel
brilliant season.
I would have said
I don't
Schmeichel.
know.
He did not have that last game. If Schmeichel didn't fuck up in that last game, I would have said Schmeichel. But because of that, and it cost them 4th or the Champions League, I would agree and go Martinez. I think if everyone. What about Mark and Bars? What do you
Yeah, I
guys think?
probably would actually go Martinez as
Okay,
well, because he was unbelievable at the start.
I'll stick with the
And he
jury.
still was.
I'll stick with the jury on that one. Because I wanted to go Casper, but
Nice.
I was
I think
outnumbered already.
No, if he just hadn't messed up that last game, I would have been with you 100%. I think you've been amazing this season. He's actually one of the best keepers in the league. But yeah, he just messed up that last game week and it cost him so much. But yeah, so we move on to the right back. Emi Martinez, we've chosen as our first member. Obviously, let us know who you guys think should be keeper. Team of the season. Put it in the comments and we'll read it out. We'll move on to the right back now.
For our listeners, we'll try and be a bit more audio descriptive with some of the players that are actually on here. Obviously, we understand that some of our people, our viewers, don't actually view it; they listen. So we'll give you the options as well, just so we're trying to make sure everyone gets a full idea.
Okay, so it's Emi Martinez from Aston Villa in goal.
Right.
Where are we going now? Right back?
Right back, yeah.
We'll go right back. So we've got the options we've got Kieran Tierney. Oh, I think this is just for. Oh yeah, no, this is Gabriel for some reason. Esri Konsa, Matt Target, Ben Mee, Reece James, Lucas. I think this might be just
this must be just defenders.
These are the defenders. Reece James. I'll just go through the list of defenders. Lucas Dean, Ben Godfrey, Joachim Anderson, Tosin, Wesley Fofana, Johnny Evans, James Justin, John Stones, João Cancelo, Ruben Diaz, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Vladimir Kufau, Craig Dawson, Aaron Creswell, Angel Bonner, Connor Cody. God, there's a few of them. Oh, there we go. Cool.
And that's
cool.
that. But I think
straight
away
for me, Kufau is screaming.
But Ruben Diaz,
for right
Luke
back.
Shaw.
Yeah, I was going to say Kufau.
Right, we're doing right back.
Oh, okay. I was just picking.
You're doing right back.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, Kufau, obviously. West Ham.
Yeah, he's had a great season.
I generally can't argue with that one. That was easy. Centre back. Is this basically just going to be Ruben Diaz?
Well, I think the first one.
Well, obviously. It's got to be.
It's got to be.
It's the same players we discussed a second ago for the right back position. Those were just all the defenders.
Right. And who's his pair? Harry Maguire.
Wesley Fofana.
Fofana.
So I would.
Wesley Fofana.
I would.
James
A
Justin had a
strong
really good
contender
season.
for me. Yeah.
He's injured though, and he's
that's what I'm
not a
thinking.
centre back.
I was also thinking Johnny Evans because he was unbelievable, and he also.
Wesley Fofana.
Well, Leicester's downfall was also partly to do with Johnny Evans not being there and being injured, and he's been quality for them. Everyone thinks who was it that replaced Maguire? Soyuncu. Yeah, everyone considers him as the sort of mainstay in that defence, but I think without Johnny Evans, it's totally different. I think he deserves a mention.
Honourable mention.
Yeah. Well, I definitely agree with you. I would like to put forward, like I was saying, his teammate Wesley Fofana. Obviously, first season in the Premier League, 19 years old, and was one of the best centre backs in the league this year. Unbelievable for a 19-year-old kid from League One to come in and smash it like he's done in the Premier League at centre back, which is one of the toughest positions to play now.
I mean, I'd have to agree with you on that. I always loved watching Fofana this season so far. It's been delightful.
Scroll up a little bit, Mark.
He's really good.
Some of the others. Ben Godfrey's another one. Esri Konsa was quite good. I'd probably have to go with Fofana as well.
I will also shout out Harry Maguire. He's been one of the best centre backs in the league this year as well, and people hate on him for no reason.
If it wasn't for his injury, I think he would still be up there.
But I just wanted to shout out Fofana this season because I think he just does such a great job for a first-year player and being 19 years old. Jesus Christ.
But
Well deserved.
you're all right with Fofana as well, then?
Yeah,
Buzz,
yeah. Either or. I mean, I just wanted to shout out Evans because I think he's had a terrific season, and I think it's easy to sort of dismiss him because he left Man United and then he went to West Brom and then he went to Leicester. Do you know what I mean? But he's
arguably the best
a
he's ever
quality
been,
defender, and I think he's only gotten better the older he's got. I just think it's a shame they couldn't hold on to that top four, but Fofana's been unbelievable too. So
fair. Okay, so
100%.
now we are on left back.
Tierney has to.
Yeah, I think obviously I appreciate you shouting your boy out, but
it's got to be Luke
man.
Shaw. Got to be Luke Shaw. He's been quality.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. To be fair,
Quality. I'm not. I'm not arguing with you. He is
Another
probably
easy
one of the not only the best left back in the Premier League, probably one of the best left backs in the world. So
he's putting in a shift.
Yeah, get Luke Shaw.
Yeah,
Who the fuck
who would have
Luke
thought?
Shaw, bro?
Not
What
me.
the hell?
That's a bit mad. Cool. Now we
Can I make a real request?
This is where I think it could get way more contentious.
Yeah.
Just before
Way
we
more
start the
contentious.
midfielders,
Ollie,
can,
what is your request?
can Mark read out the names for the midfielders?
All right.
Yes, that's absolutely fun. Go on, Mark. Go on, read
Like,
them out.
are we going?
First names and all.
Mate, the first five, I'm
all the
like,
way down, all the way down, all the way down.
I'm looking at the first one, so I'm like, all right. Okay.
Go on.
Bukayo Saka, Emil Smith Rowe,
Correct.
2 out of 2.
Nice.
Yves Bissouma, straight, Mason Mount, Ademola Lookman, Rafinha,
Nice.
Yuri Tillemans, Wilfred Ndidi,
Nice.
Ndidi,
Ndidi.
Harvey Barnes,
The DD.
James Maddison, Diogo Jota, Kevin De Bruyne, Riyad Mahrez, Phil Foden, Rodri, Ilkay Gundogan, Bruno Fernandes, James Ward-Prowse, Tanguy Ndombele, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Thomas Soucek, Jesse Lingard, Declan Rice, Pedro Neto, Ruben Neves. Oh, I didn't do too badly. I didn't do too.
You
Well
finished
done.
a lot better than you started off. You started off a little bit shaky.
I did.
But,
I did.
no,
Yeah,
well done, Mark.
I was smiling when Højbjerg came up.
Yeah.
He did alright.
Højbjerg.
Højbjerg. Højbjerg.
Højbjerg.
Can I just say, I was playing FIFA like the other week, and I think I was playing it with Simon, and Bruno Fernandes. Obviously, we all know that name, but the commentator kept saying Bruno Fernandes, like Bruno Fernandes, and we were like, what is he saying, Bruno Fernandes? Obviously, he was saying that, but it was just like Bruno Fernandes, and we were like so confused. Fun story of the day, apparently. But anyway,
When's FIFA ever been wrong, eh?
But
So we've got 3
we should discuss, I
midfielders.
guess. We've got 3 midfielders that we can put into this. This is going to be tough.
Yeah.
Because there are some really
I'm
big
gonna
names
throw
in here that I would love
one
to throw
name.
in.
I'm going to throw in one name off the bat. Foden.
I kind of agree.
It's a no from me.
Yeah.
It's a no from
actually,
me.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
know.
I don't know if it's Premier League.
Is
I don't know
Bruno
if it's Premier League.
Fernandes-
It's Champions League and just football this year? Yes, but
That's
just
the thing.
because
I'm taking into
I think there's
consideration
another man from
everything.
Man City that deserved it over him.
I think I've got my
Yeah.
3. I think I know the
there's
3 I would put in if you want me to.
So do I. I think I've got my 3. You go with your 3. I'll say
Okay.
my 3, and then we can go on like that.
So
and
I
we
would
can-
go Fernandes, Bruno Fernandes, and then I'd go Wilfred Ndidi, and then I'd go Ilkay Gundogan. That's my 3. I think Ndidi No question. Well, actually, to be fair, I think all three of those, no question. I understand why you say Foden, but Gundogan has been unbelievable, and like he's kind of like not come out of nowhere because he's been around for a while, but of all the players to step up in that team, I didn't think it would be him. And every week he just seemed to like get a goal, and I didn't understand for the life of me. For a guy whose knees have been injured more than I can remember, or his knees have been injured more than the amount of goals he's got previously. He's amazing. And then Fernandes, I just don't think you can question his goal involvements, and the goals been so important.
How many
Couldn't be
pens
second without him.
No, I'm with you.
You got to score him, Mark. Got to score him.
I'm with you on two of them.
Yeah, I was with you on 2 of them.
I'm with you on two of them. I'm with you on Fernandes and Gundogan.
Same.
But I love Ndidi, and it's hard not to go for Ndidi because he is an amazing player. But mine's I think this guy is a shoe-in. Mason Mount.
Okay,
Unbelievable.
I can see where you're coming from.
Carried Chelsea at points when players like Chelsea when players like Havertz, Werner,
Big
Pulisic,
names,
Hudson-Odoi, and not pulling their weight. He was the consistent player in this Chelsea team. I know it's Premier League, but also got top 4 in the Premier League once the start of the season wasn't great. A new manager came in, they kicked on really well. Obviously, shown us that he's not just a player that Frank Lampard liked. He's actually a world-class player. And let's not argue, he's the reason they won the Champions League.
And to be fair to him as well, Tuchel didn't fancy him at the start, did he? 'Cause for that reason, he thought Mount was Lampard's son, and just that's the only reason he played. But he has proven Tuchel wrong, and I can't really disagree with that because Mount has had a fantastic season. But if we're just doing team of the season, are we foregoing the Champions League?
I think it's just.
Yeah, I know. I was just throwing that in at the end.
Are we just focusing Premier League?
Yeah, man.
Cool. Because I want to put Jesse Lingard in there.
But
I wouldn't say over the whole season. It was only since he went to West Ham.
But mate, it's been an absolute impact.
And it wasn't even the entire time he was at West Ham.
Nah, exactly. I think that's what just makes it even better.
No, definitely. But they were. It's not like they were. It's not like they weren't good. They weren't like decent.
I mean, Souček was amazing as well this season, and Declan Rice.
But there's a reason why all three of them. Like, if someone put all three of those
100%.
in team of the season, I wouldn't be annoyed, but I'd be a bit like, okay, fair enough. But three West Ham midfielders, come on. But if all three of them ended up team of the season, I'd be like, that's fair. They've been solid. They've been ridiculously good this whole time.
Yeah.
I just think Jesse Lingard has just gone from like here to just now he's absolutely a beast. Well, I say actually.
I love you, Jesse. I love your Jesse Lingard shout.
Yeah,
I do love your Jesse Lingard shout.
I don't think it would get traction.
Even the other two West Ham players there.
Yeah.
I think the other two West Ham players are there actually done more for West Ham this season than Jesse Lingard.
Definitely, I'd pick Souček over Lingard 100%.
Yeah, but like to do it on loan as well, I rate that because some players may just go on loan and it's not really good sign.
He was on loan from United, who were obviously one of the biggest clubs, well, arguably the biggest club in the world in terms of their popularity. You can't expect to sign someone from United and then not perform to a good standard. We're talking about Declan Rice and Souček that have come from
I'm not shitting on them.
a lot lesser sort of teams and have obviously performed to a more consistent standard, I'd say, over the whole season. Obviously, it's hard because Lingard was obviously only there since January, so it's kind of hard to compare the two. But yeah, I still think for me, Souček would get in over Lingard.
It's fair. It's fair. That's why I'm here, though. I make those kind of suggestions. Get us thinking. That's okay. I do agree with the Mason Mount shout.
So I think the two that everyone's pretty nailed on for. I'm not sure about you, Mark. Are I've forgotten their names now. Gundogan and Fernandes. Are you happy with both of them, Mark? Because we've got three defenders three midfielders.
I'm completely happy with Bruno Fernandes. He's consistent, even though there's a lot of talk of him not really turning up for big games. But you know, if they didn't turn up for big games, they wouldn't be second or wouldn't finish second. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with Bruno Fernandes. He is the rock and the captain of that team. I'm just
Would you not say Gundogan as well?
Yeah.
Gundogan obviously has been amazing and overperformed, but like I think he did dip quite hard near the end of the season. I only say that because like I had him in my team for the majority of the end of the season, and he was just getting blank after blank after blank after blank, and I just had to switch him out. Obviously, I don't really know the last few games he had, but obviously, in terms of overperforming in a team like City, I think speaks volumes to the ability. So I'm a little bit 50-50 on it. I wouldn't be mad if he ended up in there. If you all three of you agree with it, then you outvote me anyway, and I wouldn't be.
Who would you have instead?
I keep forgetting who's on this bloody list. I can't lie. I would probably go Souček and Foden. Then again, I want Souček to be in there because I think he's been amazing. And then I'm torn between Foden and Mason Mount, really, because again, overperforming.
I'm still Gundogan and Mount.
Okay.
I can't argue against.
I like
I
your
can't
Souček
argue
shout.
against
Like, I
Souček,
feel like
to be fair, because he came
know,
out
it's
of
hard.
nowhere and he got some crucial goals.
Oh
and
yeah.
he was consistent, and he did peter off. Is that saying? Teeter off?
Teeter off.
So you go Souček and Mount.
Um,
I'm fine with Souček. It's hard to say no, but Gundogan has been so good, but
He
I want
has.
to keep Mount in there.
So
I'd happily go Souček and Mount if we can.
Just
agree
quick.
with Souček.
So where do we go? Like Mason Mount versus Phil Foden. I would put Mason Mount a Todd over.
Premier League Mount,
Yeah.
Premier League Mason Mount, but overall Phil Foden.
Yeah.
This depends
Although, I
on
don't even know.
what are we taking
because
into consideration.
Mason Mount did win the Champions League.
I mean, Mount turned up in the Champions League and Foden
We're
didn't,
only taking in the
yeah.
Premier League.
and Mount in the Premier League's been better than Foden.
Oh no, Mason Mount.
yeah,
Didn't
and then-
he
We just
get
like
the
to hate on
assist?
Mount,
That's true.
and I was one of those.
Didn't he get the assist for the only goal in the Champions League final, Mason Mount?
Good.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go with Mason Mount. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously,
he did,
this,
and it was an unbelievable bloody
he
pass.
tore up like the whole back line of City with one pass, straight through everything. It was like a De Bruyne pass. I'm happy to go Mason Mount.
Okay, so
Quality, but yeah.
Mount is above Foden for me.
We'll lock Mason Mount in.
I don't know if he's above Gundogan for me. Is what I'm saying.
Gundogan.
He's above Foden, but he's not above Gundogan for me.
So yeah, I think we say Mount and Gundogan.
Did Peter off though.
Are we all putting the Souček in there as well?
Oh, but I like Souček. I've got Souček in my head, bro. I've got Souček in my head now. I've convinced myself that Souček should go in over Gundogan.
Ooh.
They both sort of petered off a bit at the end, didn't they?
Hmm.
But they were both having very, very impressive seasons
Yeah.
beforehand. Oh,
What's more of a shock is West Ham coming.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Man City.
benefit of the doubt. We'll give it to Souček.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. We all good?
If
Well
I'm
done.
on me.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right.
Lock it in, baby.
Okay, one more. And
It's locked in. Okay, last one.
Well, it's got to be Smith Rowe or Saka.
Yeah, right.
Got to be,
Oh,
surely,
bro.
isn't it? But yeah, I'd be happy with Mount. To be fair. If Jota wasn't injured, he would have probably been a good shout for this.
Yeah,
Because
I
he
think
has played.
yeah.
He's played very well, but he's just.
I think
yeah,
his goal
he's very-
conversion rate is ridiculously high because when he plays, he more than likely scores. But he didn't get. I don't think he got played enough to actually get anywhere near. Like, let's be honest, Gundogan, Phil Foden, maybe Lingard as well. I just don't think he played. I don't think Jota played enough to come near to any of those players. But he's still right. Honourable mention for me because he's got us out some tight squeezes.
100%.
bit mad that there's only
100%.
one Chelsea player.
Yeah, I think also got a shout out Rafinha. I think he deserves a big shout out. He's been unbelievable for Leeds this year.
Hasn't he scored some worldies?
I just wanted to give him a good shout. He scored some worldies. Him and Bamford have been fantastic. Calvin Phillips as well has been really great for Leeds this year. Obviously going to the Euros, which is great. But yeah, I think Mason Mount for me, man. He's just a formidable talent.
Yeah.
Another young English Donny that is gonna win the Euros this year.
Yeah,
So
go with Mount.
Yeah,
I'm good
we
with
should
Mount.
either narrow it. We should either narrow it down to Mount and one more person, or if everyone's happy with Mount, let's just go with Mount.
I feel bad not putting Gundogan in there, though. You know what I mean? Like, he has been outstanding, but then Mason Mount, again in a squad full of big names, being Mason Mount being somehow one of the biggest.
Well, he was the standout player for Chelsea this season.
Yep.
Considering they spent £250 million.
Yeah, 100%.
And he was the best player. Shows a lot.
Yeah, that's fair. Bardell, you won me over there.
They bought in Kai Havertz.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Quickly, do you want to give us a quick?
This
revamp?
team is beast. Jesus.
Just want to say quickly, we're
Yeah.
about
So
50
our team at the moment for your listeners out there.
Oh right, I was just gonna say
But,
we're only about 15 minutes into this
Definitely
England
not
game right
quickly.
now, and there's quite a few injuries going on. Well, not injuries, but there's quite a few players that are going down and taking quite big hits.
Just seeing
I'm
Grealish
21
get
minutes.
absolutely taken out. It can't be good for his shit.
I'm only 15 minutes in but I'm streaming it on
Yeah.
my
God.
ITV at the moment.
I can't get it up because I'm doing the thing.
I'm 21 minutes in and it's no one's gone off or anything.
All
We're
right.
fine
Hopefully, I
that
can catch
way.
the second half.
But it is getting physical out there. But for the Audible listeners, unless anyone else has got something to say quickly about the England game.
Nope.
No. Okay. Cool. So the team at the moment: Emi Martinez in goal. Our back four is Kufau, Diaz, Fofana, and Shaw. Then our midfield three is Soucek. Behind, we'll say obviously, Bruno Fernandes and Mason Mount. I mean, so far it's unbelievable football team. Yeah. So we move on to the wingers, or do you want to get the striker out the way? Because I think this is pretty easy.
Yeah, true. Yeah, let's get the striker done.
Okay.
Wilfried Zaha.
Is he actually on?
Yeah.
Why is Aubameyang not on that list? Are you
Harry Kane.
serious?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, God.
Cool. Am I just putting Harry Kane
No
in there?
Cavani.
Yeah, Harry Kane. This is pretty
Cool.
Unbelievable.
I didn't want
I
to
think
just
that-
assume.
I saw a BBC best and worst team of the season the other day, and Aubameyang was on the up front for the worst team of the season. That doesn't surprise me at all.
That's funny.
I mean, yeah.
Imagine
it's fair
taking
enough.
home 300 a week and being
but yeah,
terrible
all
at your
right,
job
so-
and being
Just
on the
just
worst
quickly before we
list.
get into the wingers,
Unbelievable.
just
Yeah,
because
it's
we
flex.
have because we have put Harry Kane in there. Anyone give some quick shouts where we think he's going to go? I think Man City.
City. If he is going to go anywhere this season, it'll be City.
City. Did you see the City owner came out and was like, "We will replace Aguero." So that's done and dusted, isn't it?
Fair.
He's going to City.
Okay, yeah, that's sorted.
But-
Yeah, he's going. Yeah, he's going. But yeah, so we've gone for Harry Kane in our striker role for everyone listening. But we'll move on to the wingers now. I'll run you through the list of forwards we have here.
Which
if
one
Mark
left?
would so kindly click on one of the winger things.
Right wing.
It doesn't matter. Just click. Yeah, okay. So our forwards that we have, because we can also go through, is Ollie Watkins, Jack Grealish, Wilfried Zaha, Blake Calvert-Lewin, Patrick Bamford, Jamie Vardy, Mo Salah, Raheem Sterling. We already have Harry Kane and Son and Heung-min Son. So yeah, one of these guys got to be Mo Salah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Carried Liverpool.
I'm shocked by that.
Yeah. Carried Liverpool on his
Shocked
back.
by that.
Mate, he's had a great season, but because it's
No,
Mo Salah,
no,
like,
I
everyone
had
just
two,
expects him to be
two in my
amazing,
head
but
from
he-
this, and I thought, you know what, this is actually quite easy. And then you said Mo Salah, and I guess it's not as easy as I thought.
Oh wow. Okay.
'Cause I would. I mean, I would go.
That's
No,
that Man
no,
United
no,
match
no, no,
for
look,
first
listen.
fan in you, mate.
I understand that Mo Salah might be a good player. But I think that I don't like. I like the team, but I think Son should be on there. And then I would be shocked if Grealish isn't on there. Maybe you have one over the other, but I would have Grealish and Son, to be honest.
I wouldn't
Really?
have Grealish.
I just think in the Premier League there's been
I
so
think
many
I
better
think I'd have
players than
Salah and
Grealish.
Son. Only because
Oh, I don't know.
Grealish did get that knock, and it was quite a substantial one.
I don't know, man.
Do you know what I mean? He was
He's
injured for
been
a while.
unbelievable though when he's played.
I mean, I'll happily put him in there over a Spurs player. Don't get me wrong. So if it's coming down to that, I'll go Grealish and Salah, 100%. I could take or leave Son. I know he's a world-class player, but I don't really care about him.
You can't not
Yeah.
have Salah. He can score
Yeah, I
Does
mean,
at any
everyone,
point.
What
does
do you guys
everyone
think
else think Salah then?
I probably wouldn't have picked him, but I've not really been keeping up with Mo Salah much this season,
He came
really.
second. Second. He was all the way up until the last game challenging for Golden Boot with
Let me
Harry
give you some
Kane.
Mo Salah stats.
But he wasn't Harry Kane, then, was he?
No, he was second to Harry Kane.
Yeah, that's still not Harry Kane. No, I'm joking. I
So,
think
yeah,
like
I
people
mean-
say, I think it's more because of he's not had a Mo Salah season.
Well, he's a
He's
curse
had
of his
a,
own
he did a good
success.
season, but yeah, he's not had a Mo Salah season. So I think he's thrown a
He
little
has
bit
had
under
a
the
Mo Salah
radar.
season.
He's had a great season.
He's got more goals than he got last year when they won the league. He has had a Mo Salah season. This is what.
I
think it's just because of Liverpool
He's got
as well.
22 goals and
Liverpool
5
haven't-
assists in the Premier League.
Liverpool didn't perform well throughout the whole season. Normally, when teams are performing well, you'll speak more highly of a lot of like their bigger players or whatever.
Like West Ham.
But I think, yeah, obviously, this time last year we would never have probably dreamt of having any West Ham players in this team. But now, obviously, we've got one in there, and we're debating two of the others that are on the short list. But yeah, I think it's probably just because of Liverpool's lack of success this year that people aren't probably giving Mo Salah the credit he sort of probably deserves. But I think for me, he's just flown under the radar a little bit. For me, I just haven't really. kept
33
up with him
goals over the whole
100%.
season.
Wow.
33 goals over the whole season.
It's good numbers.
You know, he's had an insane. He has had a Mo Salah season. That's the thing. He's had a Mo Salah season. Just
that
everyone else at Liverpool's basically been dog shit. Mane's been a joke.
Is
Firmino's
that
been
just Premier League
okay,
stats?
but Mane's been an absolute joke. Premier League is 26 goals. It's 22 goals.
Wow, okay.
What was Harry
22
Kane?
goals in the Premier League. That's a fucking good season.
I don't know what
23,
Harry
What
was.
was he?
think.
25?
I think he got a couple more in that last.
Or
Okay.
23. I thought he scored a couple, but yeah, I thought he got a couple more. But yeah, no, I think Mo Salah. I think it's criminal if Mo Salah's not in this team, man.
Yeah, I
He's
agree.
definitely been one of the best players this season. He's the reason Liverpool finished where they finished.
Go on then.
Ollie?
No, yeah, okay. You convinced me.
Right, it's
Uh,
three against one anyway. So
Hey, got one in there.
So I'm not happy about it, but it'll go in the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, I
There you
think.
go.
There we go. Right, final spot. Who's it gonna be?
Who would you have gone on, Ollie? Sorry, quickly, Mark. Who would you have gone over Mo Salah?
Probably.
I'll slowly go through the list so you got time to
Yeah.
think.
I probably would have gone for Grealish and Son as well. You know.
I'm putting this out there as well anyway, because you're saying, oh, we're putting Mo Salah in because, yeah, he got like second in Golden Boot, whatever. But Aston Villa didn't have the best defence in the Premier League, and yet we've got the Aston Villa keeper in there.
He was the better keeper this season. He was the best keeper this season. Mo Salah was
Yeah.
better than Jack Grealish this season.
Yeah, Mo Salah is definitely better than Jack Grealish, but I also
Like,
think Martinez was also
6
a
goals, 10
great.
assists. 6 goals, 10 assists from Grealish is decent, isn't it? But it's not 22
So are you
goals.
saying if a defense is like on point?
And he didn't drag his team to a Champions League spot.
So are you saying if the defense is like on point?
Oh,
the
no,
goalie,
I'm
the
just
goalie
saying,
is the best goalie?
I'm saying, I'm saying the influence that Grealish had affected that Aston Villa side, especially when they were doing well. Was
I was going to say, we are
on.
forgetting that we're talking about Jack Grealish playing with an Aston Villa side compared to Mo Salah that was playing with at the time the current champions of England, and they dominated last season.
Nah, well, we had half the team basically.
But they
didn't have half
play
team.
well
You
this
had one
season.
player out.
We're talking about this season. We're talking about this season. We're
Yeah,
talking
I know,
about
but
yeah, I know.
he's surrounded by better players than
this
Grealish
season.
is, isn't it?
Liverpool were terrible. Mo Salah was better than Grealish this year. Grealish got injured for quite a few games, and we've counted that for other players, but we're not going to count it for Jack Grealish.
I just think Grealish has had an outstanding season. I think Mo Salah has had outstanding
I'm not
season.
disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you completely. I'll have Grealish over Son. I think Grealish is
How
better
can
over
he?
Son. But if we
how
are
can he? Because Son's got
going to go, if we're talking
Son's got
Salah,
more goals than Grealish.
It's just a little personal bias from me, to be honest. If I'm being completely 100%.
I mean, I'm obviously
transparent.
going to go
But
Salah.
I genuinely think wholeheartedly, Salah. I don't understand. He's the reason that team got in the Champions League after everyone was saying how shit they were all season. We said how shit they
the
are
reason
all
they got in the
season, and now
Champions
we're
League was
saying
because of Alisson.
Mo Salah has a good
The reason
team
they got in the
around him.
Champions League was because of Alisson.
We're
We're not sticking Alisson in goal.
Okay, one
Alisson
goal
scored a
opposed
goal.
to okay, one goal. So if okay, so if Alisson, great goal, 100%. It got them the win, 100%. So if Mo Salah gets 6 goals and 10 assists, are we putting him in team of the season this year?
No, not even near.
No, but you don't expect that from Mo Salah. You half do expect that from Jack Grealish.
Okay, you expect 22. So because we expect him to get loads of goals this season, when he actually gets loads of goals this season, we're just going to ignore it.
Well, no, you're not going to ignore it. It's just the fact that, like I said, obviously Liverpool the whole Liverpool team was basically, well, obviously a championship-winning team, and you can't expect a player of his caliber to drop off as much as sort of. Well, he hasn't dropped off, in all honesty, but the rest of the team did. But with Jack Grealish,
Better than last season.
In terms of goals?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. He's expected.
He only got 5 less assists, but he got like more goals.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. He's part of that Liverpool team that had just won the league the year before. So you expect him to do, obviously expect him to score those types of goals. If Jack Grealish was playing in that City team, who knows? He could have scored 10 more goals than Mo Salah. But it's all about the team that you're playing with, as well as just individual contributions.
So Liverpool. Okay, so all right. So Villa did decently. They didn't. They still. They dropped off a bit at the end of the season. We beat them 3-2. They dropped them off at the end of the season and all that. But Liverpool got stronger and stronger as the season went on, and Mo Salah was the reason that they were doing so well. And when they were being shit as well, when the rest of the team was being shit, Mo Salah's been better than Jack Grealish. He's got more goals. He's got less assists, but more goals, right? His team is finished in a better position. After the whole season, we were talking about how bad Liverpool have been. Now we're saying that now we're just going to ignore that and say they're a championship. We're moving the goalposts in the argument.
To finish where they finished anyway. And Salah's been... Salah might have got that many.
Who said as the season was going on?
He's been getting worse every season he's been playing.
I was the only one that said... In our top 4 prediction, I was the only one that said... Me and Mark were the only one that said Liverpool were going to finish in the top 4.
Really? Oh, shit.
Yeah. Bars and Ollie didn't say Liverpool were going to finish in the top 4. So you can't say we expected Liverpool to finish where they finished, because no, you didn't.
Expected. It's like the same point. Salah is expected to get that amount of goals. Yeah, no, but realistically, should be finishing in that position, so it can't be a surprise if they do. They should be where they are.
I don't think he was expected to get more goals than he did last year.
No, this is...
Well, he hasn't been getting as many goals as... He got more goals than he was last year, but he has been getting worse and worse every season.
He's got more this year than he did last.
Mo Salah, what? Yeah, What? I'm confused. I love Jack Grealish. I do. I really love Jack Grealish. But to say he's been better than Mo Salah this season is fucking insane. It's insane. Honestly.
It's one of those things where, like I say, Jack
It's
Grealish
mad.
is playing in an Aston Villa team. If you take Jack Grealish out of that team and put him in the Liverpool team, who knows? As I said, he could have scored a hell of a lot more.
Let's put Zaha in. Zaha's playing at Palace. He got banged in 11 goals this season. Let's put Zaha in. He banged in 11 goals this season, playing for an even worse team than Villa, and kept us basically in the Premier League this season on his own. Well, let's have Zaha in if we're going to do this thing, because he's playing in the worst team and he's done really fucking well.
Now you're just being funny, mate.
Yeah. Well, I know we accept Palace bias, but you're taking the piss now, mate. All right. Either way, we've put Mo Salah in the team. We've put Mo Salah in the team anyway, so you've got what you wanted. But yeah,
I just don't get the Jack Grealish.
This is a no-brainer then, isn't it? Who's next? Then really.
It's Aubameyang.
I'm interested to hear who Alfie's show is.
I'm reminding myself.
I'm fine.
That's outrageous. That's outrageous.
Whatever.
It's outrageous.
I'll take either.
Patrick Bamford has got more goals than Son and Grealish, and yet he's not in there.
I mean, I personally love Bamford. I put him on.
I mean, I was talking wingers.
Don't get me wrong.
I
wouldn't have Bamford in there either. But that's exactly the same argument as you've just presented with Mo Salah, no?
But we're going with wingers now.
I wasn't considering a striker because we're doing the wingers. I was just going to play the one. I don't want to play. I know it's forwards, but I don't want to play a fucking striker on the wing in our team of the season. That's a bit ridiculous. I was going to just go with the winger options that we have, which is Grealish and Son right now. Sterling doesn't get a look in. Zaha apparently not, even though if we're doing the team thing and how that works out, you probably should. I'm just going for wingers, but if you want to put a striker as our winger, mate, let's go ahead. You want to put back?
No, I don't. I'm saying if you're going with that logic as well.
Right. So basically, it's between.
Well, I was going with the winger logic though. You know, we're using wingers in the team.
What have we lost? We lost my camera.
Oh, Mark's camera's cut out.
We lost my camera. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, PC. Just decided to turn on. It just decided.
You're still sharing your screen though, Mark. Remember that.
Yeah. It's fine.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Sorted.
He's
it
back.
Just decided to turn
Your
on.
handsome face is back.
Anyway, so it looks like we are between basically Jack Grealish and Son. So.
I mean, I'd have to go. I think Son deserves to be in there as well. So I'd probably go Son.
Yeah, his Harry Kane partnership has been ridiculous. Yeah, I'd happily go Son. Although apparently there's a bit of an argument for Jack Grealish. No one want to jump on a Jack Grealish train there. No, fair enough.
Oh, he's had a great season, but I'll have Son in there.
Wow. Okay.
Here we go. There we have it.
There's our team. Here we go. After much deliberation, especially at the back end of the.
We've lost Bardell.
It's all falling. It's all falling at the end.
Oh, yeah.
We've all shuffled
around.
Yeah,
we've lost Bardell. But yeah, we'll see if he hops back in.
It's fine. You can still see it. It's obviously moved around the videos, but
is it all good?
You can still see it on screen. So if you want to go through the goalies, I can scroll.
Okay, sorry about this, guys. Technical difficulty. For people that are listening, doesn't even matter. Bardell's gone. Hopefully he'll be back in a minute. But for people watching, so I'll just run through the team quickly. We got Emi Martinez in goal, playing a 4-3-3. We've got Emi Martinez in goal. Kufau at right back, Diaz at centre back, Wesley Fofana at centre back, Luke Shaw at left back. We've got a midfield three of Soucek, Mount, and Fernandez, and a front three of Salah, Kane, and Son.
Lovely.
That's a very good team.
I like that. It is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good team.
Very nice.
Oh, Bardell, your camera.
Shame we couldn't have picked up a couple of subs.
Not much we can really do there.
I've had to change computer devices.
So
I've had to swap over to my desktop because my Mac decided to just update in the middle of that.
That's helpful, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh. Literally just shut everything down.
That's all right. So we got but no camera for Bards, but that's all right. We're not got too much longer of this podcast to do anyway.
Yeah.
So at least it happened now. But yeah, so to finish up the score. I mean, if we were gonna have a bet, if we're gonna name a number one honorable mention, we might as well be Jack Grealish.
Yeah, that was the toughest one.
But yeah,
And Wilfried Zaha, of course.
that was the toughest. I don't know why, but somehow that was the toughest one. Yeah, so that's our team. Thanks for everyone I mean, there's nothing. This is it. This is the end of season 1.
And now it's time for the Euro summer party.
Euro summer party. Yeah, man, I can't wait. It's gonna be brilliant.
We've got loads of Euros content coming for you. We've got loads of Euros content coming for you guys. We've got loads of, we'll do transfer stuff as well over the summer. We'll keep you guys updated with transfer stuff. We are going to make sure Mark is the one reading it out, and I'm going to find some really obscure transfers that Mark will have no chance of
when the
pronouncing
window
names
closes,
or
there is
either club or team.
When the window closes, Sky Sports will
Yes.
list every single one from every single Premier League club. So there's that, and I think, like, in and out, by the way. And obviously there'll be like, are we going to comment on like moves to Real Madrid, like, moves in and out of like around Barcelona to like La Liga, stuff like that? Are we going to comment on other tables?
Yeah, I'm covering it from all over the place. I'm going to cover transfers from all over
Wow.
the place. Just doing the Premier League, we wouldn't have that much to go on. So I'm going to do it from all the big clubs in the La Liga, Serie A, the Farmers, the Bundesliga, and the Prem.
Yeah. The SPL.
And the Championship. I might even have a little dab at the Championship.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about
think
it.
we're gonna
really.
get- we're going to get
Thanks,
Harry
for a great
back
season
soon.
1, guys.
Yeah.
Harry
Yeah,
will
we'll
be
get Harry
soon.
back, but
He'll be able to do
I don't
his,
know when,
his
but he will
chatting
be back.
about
Um,
his championship and that. He'll talk about the 3 teams that have come up and how he thinks they're going to fare, and the 3 teams that have gone down and how he thinks they're going to fare in the championship. So he will be back soon. I know everyone's missed him.
What are the 3 teams coming up? Do we know?
Yeah,
he will be, but-
Brentford.
Yeah, Norwich, Watford, and Brentford.
Brentford or hashtag bring back
Yeah.
Bards.
So yeah, those 3 teams. But yeah, we will have Bards. We'll definitely, even once Harry's back, we'll definitely be having Bards back on it for sure. But yeah, so thanks guys for season 1. We finished season 1.
It
Congrats
is.
all.
Season
We're
2
here, but,
soon come.
But yeah, it will be. We'll obviously, we'll be doing the Euro special over the summer. But I guess we'll start the season 2 with transfers, or how? Or do we just do
think it
transfer
should be-
special episodes that'll be shorter?
Well, we'll do obviously the whole Euros issue. We'll do, the Euros mini series type thing, and then pretty promptly after that, I think we should start season 2. We'll do a couple of episodes, like pre-season episodes. Obviously in the run up to the season starting and everything. But yeah, after that, I think.
Yeah, news, transfers, goss, the lot. Who's sleeping with who's
Exactly.
misses. Who's lost their
Exactly.
dog.
Hey?
It might be the off season, but we have got content planned. We will still be bringing it in weekly, hopefully. But yeah, it's coming home.
It's
the Euros.
It's
We got
coming
the
out.
end of the Footy Fetish
It'll
for the
be-
year. Euro.
I was going to say, it will be
But,
good to hear how
yeah.
Reading's pre-season is getting on as they face, I don't know, Blue Square Conference teams as they warm up, while the rest of our Prem teams do summer trips abroad.
Yeah, boy. Let's.
Why don't I get in on this for the last Premier League pre-season we ever have? But before I get too depressed, I'm going to say thank you to Mark, Ollie, and Dan for joining me again today. It's been a good end to
Yeah,
the
it was
year.
great. You're still wrong about Mo Salah, though.
Whoa.
Oh,
Nah, you need to get your tongue out Jack Grealish's arse, lad. Do some reading. But yeah, we'll be back. Bards will be back. You'll be back for the England one, right? Because we obviously did the England one
Of
with you, so you'll be
course,
back
yes,
for your
I'll be
team
back.
selection.
This isn't.
Sweet. Fantastic. Right. Well, yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit a notification bell, follow, whatever the thing is. Do it. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We're on Apple Music. We're on Facebook. It's either Footy Fetish or Footy Fetish Podcast. You type all that in, you will find us. We'll be coming soon on the weekend. We'll be doing a FIFA stream, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure to keep an eye out for that. I'm sure we'll be doing something. But yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks everyone for season 1. It's been great. We'll see you for the Euro special and
Bye.
season 2.
Later.
Bye.